Welcome and listening to a radio station where
it's controlled chaos. Stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM KCAA, NBC News Talk Radio.
Yeah. It's controlled chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. Also iHeartRadio, iHeart.com. Good morning, everybody. Batten down the hatches. It's actually raining down there in Southern Cal, here in Los Angeles. Be careful out there. I guess everybody goes nuts, man. They don't understand that. It's just a little water coming down. It's not like a big snowstorm or tornado or an earthquake. Relax, everybody, and drive safe. But it's crazy because people don't know how to drive in the rain. I mean, it's nuts. But anyways, April showers bring Mayflowers. All right, there we go. All right, it is Controlled Chaos. I'm Gary Garver. How are you this morning? I'm doing okay. I actually woke up this morning. I was feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know what hit me, but I'm still here doing the show because the show must go on. The show must go on. And I'm here with a very cool person. I went to her service last Saturday evening, and I found some real inspiration in what was going on there. It was very cool. It's the first time I've been to a service of any kind. It wasn't really a preaching, I wouldn't say. It was more like a very spiritual awakeness and happiness and good thought process, good vibe process. And I enjoyed it very much, and I wanted to bring her back on the show to talk about it and to promote her Revolution of Love, I think she calls it, is Reverend Felicia Perizader. Did I say that right?
Perizader, that's right.
I got it right. All right.
That's right.
Sometimes I screw that up. All right. Thank you.
I do too. It's long.
Thank you, Felicia, Reverend Felicia, for coming in. And I just want
Thank you.
I really enjoyed your service last Saturday night. It was very cool. You had a lot of cool people in there, musicians. You had a very eclectic bunch of people.
Yeah, indeed.
There was meditation. There was music. There was the good word. So tell us about, first of all, I had you on the show a couple weeks ago, and we discussed why you became a reverend, what made you become one. Tell us a bit about what your movement's about now. It's a very cool vibe, and if you're looking for inspiration, you should come down and check it out.
Yeah, it was so great having you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And I have to add on there, we had a rabbi in the house that night.
Oh, was that dude with the yarmulke on?
Yeah, he's a rabbi.
Oh, he's a rabbi?
Right,
okay.
right.
I didn't know, because I was like, I walked in and I see this cat with a yarmulke on. I'm like, whoa, this is good. This is sort of far out, you know?
So, I mean, it's like we had a couple of Muslim folks, and we had a rabbi, and one of the people doing the music, that's Havilah Collins, and she's from the pagan community.
What's a pagan, by the way? What is a pagan? I've never even understood what pagan means.
I'm sorry to say I'm not going to touch it. I'm not quite sure. I know that she specifically says that she's part of the fairy tradition.
Okay.
So that's her tradition.
All right.
And there was they have a coven. So she's part of a coven, and the high priestess was there sitting a couple of rows.
There's a high priestess there too?
Yeah, sitting a couple of rows in front of you.
Really?
Yeah. And and then we had people from the 12-step community, so they're probably largely agnostic and maybe even atheist. And then of course we had that young girl running around.
She was cute.
She was cute. And so I just say this because it's like, this is in fact the movement. That is a movement. I mean, how many places can you go where you're seeing that wide cross section of people?
I didn't even know that. I didn't know there was that many different denominations there and different people and all that.
And cultures.
And cultures and everything.
Yeah, for sure. So, as far as the movement and really what we're hoping to achieve is, I guess I should go back to something that happened in 2009 that I didn't mention when I was here a couple of weeks ago. I was at a place called Fort Benning, Georgia, and I was vigiling there. This is a place in Atlanta where they are known to teach torture tactics.
Really?
Yeah. So I was there in 2009, and I remember vigiling. And at one point, for some reason, I had this idea, and I thought, wouldn't it be incredible to really actually create a place where there's inclusivity and diversity, and not just in theory, but that's really happening, but that it centers around nonviolence. And not, people think nonviolence, they think getting out there in the streets and protesting and, angry. A lot of times they do. If you're an activist,
that's sort of violent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little counterintuitive.
You get arrested, you sit in the street, you get arrested.
And I've done that.
I've
I've got
sure
like over 15 arrests, I think, to my name.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I never got arrested before I got sober.
Nice.
It's only happened since. But anyway, so I thought about, wouldn't that be an amazing thing to bring people together from all different backgrounds, but just centered around like this nucleus of nonviolence, and more so like nonviolence, within the self as well. People often, like I said, think about, this is something for a form of strategy. And I was thinking, well, what about as a way of being in the world, a way of being with yourself?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that is what I've been doing, for like 6 years, and had over 150 services in the Bay Area alone. And
now you're down here.
Now I'm down here.
It's very cool. I mean, they're very fun. I mean, it's nice. It's a good vibe, good energy. Everybody was very friendly and things like that. And you had it's called the Revolution of Love. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
The Revolution of Love.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Well, wait a minute. I had
not that
to.
Kind
Yeah,
of love,
not that guy. I had to.
Not the free love, just a revolution of love of everybody, right?
I had to actually make that distinction in Berkeley. You can imagine in Berkeley, I had to I actually went through a sermon series because someone said, "Well, what kind of love are you talking about?" And so I thought, okay, I better get clear on that one. So
it's cool. And then your sermon was about holy curiosity. Curiosity.
Yes.
So what is holy curiosity? I mean, it was. I like that. I really enjoyed that because I'm always thinking about that. Like, what's my being and why am I here and what the hell is going on here? Because I'm going through some tough times right now with my younger brother and things like that. So, what is holy curiosity? Because that was your sermon.
That was my sermon, yeah.
Right? What was it about?
Well, that's what I call the second stage of something, a teaching of mine called the Hope Cycle. And the Hope Cycle begins in the dark night of the soul. So, maybe something like you're saying, something that you're going through right now. Right. Where you're just feeling, it could be immense despair. It could just be sort of a thing of like malaise. And so the Hope Cycle begins there, but the first stage ends in hope. It's like when you see the spark of hope in your life where you're like, okay, well, I am alive. I am breathing in and out. And then the second stage is the holy curiosity piece. And that's actually when, you have to think of this as a journey, Gary, this whole process.
Oh, I do.
Because, I do.
What a journey.
Because it's not, think about it. In life, it's not like you go from those dark times to suddenly being like, poof. Right. Everything's fine now. Exactly. So this is a 7-part journey. And in that second stage of holy curiosity is just when you're beginning to come back. And you're like, what if my life could be different? And
how can you change your life too to be different too?
And that's going to be in the stages to come.
Okay.
So the third stage is wonder and so on, and then there's exploration. It's really cool. It's actually illustrated by a friend of mine in Berkeley, Farai Shields. He actually drew all of it, and it's really beautiful. And I want to put music to it. I want to have my father actually. I want to sit down with him.
And by the way, your father helped found Chicago, the band Chicago. He did. That's awesome. Well, listen, if somebody wants to get a hold of you and find out more information and go to your service, where do they go?
They should just sort of tap into their inner intuition. No, I'm kidding.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. So Felicia Parazader. So my name, FeliciaParazader.com, and then there's links like to click on my Facebook and actually have a YouTube link if they want to check out videos and see if it's for them. And
it's very cool. I mean, if you want to get, if you're looking for some sort of like to go get some good vibe, good energy, that's why I went. I want to just feel some good energy and good vibe and see some light and and I saw it, and it was very fun and very cool.
Did you like the clown noses, Gary?
By the way, she made us wear clown noses, too, so we'll talk about that after the break. All right, it's Controlled Chaos. We'll be back.
It's Controlled Chaos. Stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM KCAA. NBC News Talk Radio.
I was up all night with Justin again. Kids with autism keep the craziest hours. I don't think I've had a full night's sleep since he was born.
Caring for a child with challenges like autism or Down syndrome can drain your resources.
Tom's already working 2 jobs trying to keep up with all the medical bills. It never ends. I wish I could help, but taking care of Justin is a full-time job.
You could be eligible for federal and state benefits that will pay you up to $4,000 a month.
What do I have to do to get that kind of help?
Contact Galt Advocacy. Their website is galtadvocacy.com. There's no upfront cost, and the consultation is free.
Let me write that down.
GALTadvocacy.com.
Thanks.
Galt Advocacy. When you take a stand, you won't stand alone.
And come join us at the free Galt Advocacy Seminar, Special Needs ABCs, Advocacy, Benefits, and Conservatorship, Saturday, April 21st, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel in Ontario, California. Go to galtadvocacy.com for more information.
Are you having trouble getting a good night's sleep? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Do you snore so loud that you rattle the walls? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab will provide you with a personal sleep study to help you find out how to get a great night of rest. Snoring, weight gain, health issues, and stress are some of the contributing factors for lack of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab will do a complete study, including evaluating you with an overnight study of your sleep patterns. With locations in Glendora, Anaheim, Encino, and Los Angeles, South Pacific Sleep Lab can provide you with the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling 310-999-1887 to schedule an appointment today. That's 310-999-1887. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
Rock and Roll Fairies Promotions presents a Rock and Roll Circus Thursday, April 19th at the Venue in Hollywood. This is not your average show. The Rock and Roll Circus features comedy, live acoustic bands, tarot card readings, and an earth medicine celebration honoring the cures and medicines of cannabis. The Rock Circus also has a Bohemian Farmers Market with vendors, raffles, and a countdown to 4:20 at midnight. Tickets are only $10, and with each ticket purchase, you receive 10 free raffle tickets. Tickets are available at eventbrite.com or at the door the night of the circus. Doors open at 7 p.m., with the Rock and Roll Circus beginning at 8 p.m. For more information, call 323-999-8802. That's 323-999-8802. Or shoot them an email at rockandrollfairies@gmail.com.
I'm Jim O'Hare. I'm here to help raise awareness for CADASIL, a genetic disorder that affects 1 in 25,000 people. CADASIL can cause strokes in young adults, leading to memory loss and dementia. Patients may experience migraines with aura and mood disorders as early as 20 years old. Presently, CADASIL is being underdiagnosed and often misdiagnosed as MS or some other neurological disorder. So please visit curecadasil.org and learn more about this devastating disease and learn what you can do to help find a cure.
Are you ready to play some golf for a great cause? Well, it's time for the 13th Annual Future Stars Charity Golf Tournament. This year's tournament will take place Monday, May 7th at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. Your participation will help Future Stars provide hundreds of scholarships to the children that attend Future Stars basketball camp. A little effort from a lot of people can go a long way. Please participate by playing, donating, or attending the Future Stars Awards Banquet. Team winners this year will even have more opportunities to win amazing prizes and a fabulous vacation. Any act of kindness or generosity is greatly appreciated. For more information and to register, go to futurestarscamp.org/golf. That's futurestarscamp.org/golf. The Future Stars Charity Golf Tournament happening May 7th at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. A great time will be had by all.
Have you ever sneezed and farted at the same time?
Gosh, I must have dumped that information, no pun intended. I can't remember that question. It's a good question, high quality question. But I honestly can't remember. I would imagine so. I would imagine that force of the fart would cause the sneeze.
Gary Garver and Chicken Jones. Controlled Chaos. NBC Talk Radio, KCAA 1050 AM.
the four corners of the world, dumbing down his IQ so you can understand him. It's Gary Garver.
Please, I can't even understand myself. By the way, that was the great Jeff Bridges. Have you ever sneezed and farted at the same time? This is what I had to do for a living. I mean, that's put me on the map. Those type of questions. What can I say? All right, it's Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver here with the Reverend Felicia Parazader. You got to go check out her service. Before we get into more speak about your services and where can people go, and it's actually here in it's North Hollywood, right? Or Studio City, I guess.
I think it's even specifically Valley Glen.
Valley Glen.
I know. There's
or
all
Valley
these little,
Village.
Yeah, Valley Village. It's Valley Glen, but yeah, North Hollywood.
Yeah, it's on Colfax and Burbank, basically.
Right, at Faith Presbyterian Church.
Saturday nights, 7 p.m. Yes, and you should go if you want to get some. You want to feel good. You want, if you're feeling down or something like that, or you just need to hear some good words and meet some good people. It's a great place to go, and I really dug it. We'll get into the Holy Curiosity and your message and what you want to, what the ultimate goal is here with your sermons and your thing. It's not even a faith thing. It's more just like being a good person type thing. It seems like to me, right? Somewhat.
And then some. I mean, but yeah, I guess basically, fundamentally.
All right, listen. Tonight, there's a really cool thing going on. Rock and roll fairies. Speaking of fairies, everybody's a fairy nowadays. They're flying around, flapping around. All the fairies out there. I'm a fairy. All right. Should I read it in a fairy? Hi, everybody, kids. This is Gary the Fairy, and we're gonna have a rock and roll fairy promotion tonight. Rock and roll circus. Yes, the rock and roll circus. Okay, enough of that. The rock and roll circus is happening tonight, people. 419 at St. Felix. In Hollywood, the doors open at 7. It's going to go from 8 p.m. to the countdown to the 420. I guess 420 is tomorrow, the big 420, man, the weed thing, so they're going to do a countdown to 420. But this is going to be an Earth Medicine celebration. They have, they're going to have music. They're going to have tarot card readings. I told you I'm going to get my tarot cards ready because I want to find out what the hell is going to happen in the next few months or years, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm still going to go do it because I like that stuff. I dig all that stuff. Also, beer, CBD beer. I mean, I've never heard of beer with CBD in it, but I guess I'm going to try some of that out. That's sort of bizarre. But they have like food courts, everything. It's going to be really cool. It's tonight. If you want to go down, tickets are only $10. Okay, it's at St. Felix in Hollywood, so go check that out. Earth Medicine celebration for 420. There you go. And also Galt Advocacy. I had Myra on. In fact, I'm going to run the call on tomorrow's show again. Galt Advocacy is having their seminar. So if you're having problems, if you're dealing with somebody you're taking care of, you're a caregiver and you're sort of lost and you're taking care of an elderly person or like my brother or even a young kid or whatever, and you need some help financially or just you're sort of lost, you don't know where to go or what to do. Galt Advocacy, Myra is having her seminar Saturday, April 21st, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Doubletree in Ontario, California. Go check that out because we're all looking for some help, and she will help you out. She will guide you into maybe getting you some financial aid or some help, whatever, spiritual help, whatever it is. Myra's a very cool person. She helped me out tremendously 4 years ago, getting me some help from my younger brother, Scott. And that's that. Okay, so listen. By the way, I just want to bring this up. I read this, Felicia, earlier today. You know this guy, David Mead? You ever heard of this guy? David Mead is a numerologist. He predicted the end of days, he said about 6 months ago that world was going to end, So, of course.
How's that going over from now?
Well, I guess we're still all here, right? So anyways, I got up this morning, and lo and behold, he's made another prediction, okay? So he says the world's going to end. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I probably wouldn't read it, but he says the world's going to end. Monday, April 23rd is the end of days, people. So I'm sorry.
Thanks.
So tell us about why you're doing this and what helped you.
It's like how do I fund 20-something years of serving
I mean, you were like, you know, the time you were on the show, you said that you were heading towards your path. And
I was actually heading. I was just spiraling. I was spiraling down. You know, when I was little, I had these leanings. I was a very religious kid. And I had in my class. I was like 6 or 7 for Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, I was super. I don't know where. I think it's a past life. Seriously, I believe in this. So yes, I take my Bible with just off. You know, again, like
yeah, because class pianist too.
I'm a classical pianist. Yeah,
That's
so the music was there, and
so music and Jesus.
Music and Jesus. And I was just yes, and you know, you're talking system. You know, I'm part father's side, so there was that sense of mysticism. I did have to that is still see
right.
So anyway, so you know, even I'm just saying, yes, some of the world's like self-destructive stuff. I was already.
Let me ask you, when you were going self-destructive stuff, were you still religious, or you sort of just put that on the back burner?
Yeah.
So you were as a young person, you were this person.
Yeah.
You became another type of person.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, certainly I was seeking. I had this journal I actually found that I was, and so I found all. I was older, and I had this one, dear God. So even though I was saying I'm an atheist, you know, I still had this journal where pages.
So you were totally into, you had an altar as a kid. You had a picture of Jesus.
I taught Sunday school.
You taught Sunday school as a youngster?
Yeah. I started with my mom, and then I was.
How did you turn into an atheist? I mean, what changed?
Everything went off the table around 14.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's road manager, who was my mom's brother. So he did very much. And it was just a whole series of events.
Right.
Like I share with you, it's like music. I mean, so much that went on. It's all in the book. Stay tuned for the book.
Oh yeah, yes. The book is coming.
Yeah, and it's not just a memoir. I don't want to do that. It has not been a theory of my spiritual. It's really good. There's a lot of content. So anyway, but yeah.
It's weird that you're you know, weren't really raised as something. Parents sound like
yeah, it was just like went to church, but it wasn't anything. No, not at all. And there's something that when I moved out of LA about 11 years ago, I found a piece of paper, you know, that when you're a kid, the dashed paper you learn to write on. So I found a piece of paper, and it was my writing, and it said, you know, we must love everybody. This is what I was writing as a kid, you know, like we must pray for peace. We must love everybody. So anyway, before any of that other stuff happened, I already had these natural like tendencies and these inclinations for peace and justice, and so I guess that was how I kind of popped out.
That's wild. I mean, but I mean, you went from being that kid to being this person that was on a destructive path to reforming yourself again into that kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now you're a grown up, and now you're preaching, and you're a reverend, you're doing good work. And I mean, you know, even made us wear clown noses. You know,
I mean, all wear clown noses.
Because we're all a bunch of clowns on this planet Earth. It was very cool.
Bunch of kids.
We are a bunch of kids. It was a lot of fun. Well, listen, if somebody wants to go check out your services, once again, where do they go and how do they find you? FeliciaPerizader.com, and you can click on the Facebook link. I think there's a Twitter link and YouTube, and you have them every couple of weeks, by the way. Your services are every 2 weeks. Yes, it's every other Saturday evening, and we're going to just see where it goes for the next 6 months. I got a feeling we're going to have to do it every week. That's
probably,
great.
You know, probably have to up it, but for right now, that's what we're doing.
Well, I'll be down there. I mean, I can't say
Yay.
every time, but I will be showing up because you know, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I really did.
I'm
it was,
so
it was
glad.
a lot of fun. All right, it is Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM. We'll be back with more.
All aboard the Inland Empire Express. 1050 AM, leaving no listeners behind. KCAA.
Rock and Roll Fairies Promotions presents a rock and roll circus Thursday, April 19th at the Venue in Hollywood. This is not your average show. The Rock and Roll Circus features comedy, live acoustic bands, tarot card readings, and an earth medicine celebration honoring the cures and medicines of cannabis. The Rock Circus also has a Bohemian Farmers Market with vendors, raffles, and a countdown to 4:20 at midnight. Tickets are only $10, and with each ticket purchase, you receive 10 free raffle tickets. Tickets are available at eventbrite.com or at the door the night of the circus. Doors open at 7 p.m. with the Rock and Roll Circus beginning at 8 p.m. For more information, call 323-999-8802. That's 323-999-8802. Or shoot them an email at rockandrollfairies@gmail.com.
Are you having trouble getting a good night's sleep? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Do you snore so loud that you rattle the walls? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab will provide you with a personal sleep study to help you find out how to get a great night of rest. Snoring, weight gain, health issues, and stress are some of the contributing factors for lack of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab will do a complete study, including evaluating you with an overnight study of your sleep patterns. With locations in Glendora, Anaheim, Encino, and Los Angeles, South Pacific Sleep Lab can provide you with the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling 310-999-1887 to schedule an appointment today. That's 310-999-1887. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
Are you ready to play some golf for a great cause? Well, it's time for the 13th annual Future Stars Charity Golf Tournament. This year's tournament will take place Monday, May 7th at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. Your participation will help Future Stars provide hundreds of scholarships to the children that attend Future Stars basketball camp. A little effort from a lot of people can go a long way. Please participate by playing, donating, or attending the Future Stars Awards Banquet. Team winners this year will even have more opportunities to win amazing prizes and a fabulous vacation. Any act of kindness or generosity is greatly appreciated. For more information and to register, go to futurestarscamp.org/golf. That's futurestarscamp.org/golf. The Future Stars Charity Golf Tournament happening May 7th at La Cañada Flint Ridge Country Club. A great time will be had by all.
I was up all night with Justin again. Kids with autism keep the craziest hours. I don't think I've had a full night's sleep since he was born.
Caring for a child with challenges like autism or Down syndrome can drain your resources.
Tom's already working 2 jobs trying to keep up with all the medical bills. It never ends. I wish I could help, but taking care of Justin is a full-time job.
You could be eligible for federal and state benefits that will pay you up to $4,000 a month.
What do I have to do to get that kind of help?
Contact Galt Advocacy. Their website is galtadvocacy.com. There's no upfront cost, and the consultation is free.
Let me write that down.
GALTadvocacy.com.
Thanks.
Galt Advocacy. When you take a stand, you won't stand alone.
And come join us at the free Galt Advocacy Seminar, Special Needs ABCs, Advocacy, Benefits, and Conservatorship, Saturday, April 21st, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel in Ontario, California. Go to galtadvocacy.com for more information.
If you could murder one celebrity, who would it be and why?
Murder them? Wow.
Name one.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm running the Rolodex. Murder one celebrity. Oh, yeah. Actually, there's a few. Can I give you 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I need, here's 3 people I need killed. Paul Giamatti, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and I'm going to throw in Oliver Platt. Because they're really, and I'm going to throw in John C. Reilly. Throw them all in. I need these 4 guys in an elevator that drops, like 150 floors. Because they seem to be the guys that I always go up against, and they're winning. And I'm tired of it.
So they're getting your parts.
They're getting my stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I had a little taste of success. It's been a little cold for a while. They're hot. I need them out.
Thanks a lot, Jason.
Right, man.
This is the Gary Garver Show. If you're not listening to Gary, you.
All right, it is Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver here with the Reverend Felicia Perizader. Go check out her services, The Revolution of Love. I love it. It's a lot. It's very inspirational, by the way, Felicia.
Oh, I'm so glad you think so.
I really enjoyed it. But right now, I just wanted we have a great guest on. He's starting a show with his gang on Monday, April 23rd, which happens to be my birthday, which is, I think that's good luck, good vibe, good energy always. Even though some guy predicted it was going to be the end of the world, I just, that's thank you very much. Appreciate it. More good news. He's an entrepreneur. He was a professional extreme skier at the age of 16. I mean, he's done so many things. He owned oil businesses and real estate, furniture business, gas business. He's done so many things, and he's on the air. He does webinars. He's like, I guess he's on the air like 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's from what it sounds like from his producer, what Tom told me, his producer Tom. It's Phil Grande. Phil, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Great introduction. Hope the world doesn't fall apart. That'd be my luck.
No, it'd be my luck for the world to end on my birthday, right? That would, I'm like, oh God, please, still take me. But anyways, it's Phil Grande. You got your show premiering this Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific called Phil's Gang, and it's going to be on Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. And we just we're so thrilled to have your show on. Fred Lundgren, the CEO of KCAA, and I have been listening to the shows, and they're very cool. They're very like we're talking about inspirational and stuff like that. They're very inspirational because basically what you do is you help people. Well, let's cut to the chase. You help people make money and invest their money.
Yeah, and we're excited because we've been in San Francisco a long time, and you're out there, and we always try to get into LA, and we're just delighted to make it back to LA. I was on years ago, but we're just so excited to get back to LA because it's a great market.
Yeah, it is. It's I've been in it for a long time. I've been in LA for 30 years. And listen, Phil, first of all, tell us a little bit about your background. I know I love the fact that the first thing I see is you're an extreme skier, which I love skiing, and you were teaching. How'd you do all that? How'd you get into skiing? And I mean, did you grow up on a mountain or something like that?
Well, yeah, I was very close to a ski area. I lived about a mile away from it. My father got me going to the pool halls and trouble. And that's how he got me started. He says, either go to the slopes or go to jail. It's up to you. So I decided to go to the slopes.
It's much funner.
It was just, it was. I enjoyed the competition. And then at some point, I was trying to work my way through the Olympics, and it got to be a hassle, and it was all politics, and my timing was perfect. They just started what they call freestyle skiing competition.
Yeah.
And it just started. So I said, heck with this. Never mind the Olympics. I want to make some money.
Right.
And so
you can only make so much money skiing, right?
Yeah, well, for me, it was money back then. So I started skiing competitively, and that was a lot of fun and a great experience. And it just happened to be that one year, across from the ski area, they had this big development, land development. And I see all these people coming over, all the salesmen, they got their Mercedes and big cars, and I'm going, wait a minute, what are you guys doing? Well, we sell land. You make money doing that? Yeah, I make a lot of money. So I said, okay, my car's an old jalopy. I think I'll try that. So I got into the land business. I met the owner of the company, and 3 years later, I ended up buying out his company.
Wow.
And then it all started. I started a land company, and I brought it public, and it was the second largest land company, in America. And then I sold that, got rid of that, and then I started I always loved the stock market because when I got involved with the public end of when I brought my company public, I saw the corruption. I mean, the corruption on Wall Street, I experienced it, and it was just so bad, and people getting just really screwed. And I said, boy, someone's got to get out there and tell what really happens with the money and how a small investor, the whole thing's rigged against a small investor. The only people that make money are the big guys.
Of course.
I mean, when you got you got 500 companies, the S&P 500 companies, you think about it for a moment, the value of those companies are $20 trillion, and you only have 10 companies that make up that 25% of that 20 trillion or 4 trillion is rigged. And so I said, I think I can make a radio show out of this. and
I love it.
So I went to a buddy of mine, and he said, "What are you, nuts? He put you on radio?" I said, "Yeah, well, let's try it." So what happened was I hung around his radio station. He was a good friend of mine. And then one of the morning shows, the guy didn't show up. He said, I got to go to the dentist. Can you jump in and do it? And I said, sure. So I got in there. And
that's how radio works, man.
He comes back from the dentist. I locked the door so he couldn't get in. So I was having fun. So I took the next show over.
I love it, man.
And we had a lot of laughs. And that's how the whole career got started. And it just took off to I built this, Phil's gang where I really help people, and they join the gang. It's $39.95 a month, and I just help them, and I reach out to them. And the idea was for them to help St. Jude, because at the time my son got cancer.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
He pulled through, and
thank
I
God.
made a little deal upstairs and said, "You take care of him, and I'll take care of St. Jude." And so I built the whole Phil's gang. Just get money over to St. Jude, and that's what we've been doing now for 20 years, is to support
awesome.
St. Jude with these. And that's how it all began, and it's fun to do, and it's fun to help people.
That's awesome. That's a beautiful story that, you went out and, not only are you making money or whatever for people, but you're also helping St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and that's fantastic. And it's crazy about life, everybody's like, what? Feel sorry for themselves. Why me? But then, I always say this, and, because I help the homeless out. I go to the LA Mission and do some work there. And, what you need to think about is, like, there's a lot of people that are in way worse positions than you are. And sometimes you got to take a step back and go, hey, man, my life ain't so bad. Don't be a wah type of person. Go out there and try to help other people. I mean, Felicia, I got Reverend Felicia in here, and she does the same thing, and you're doing some great stuff. Tell us a little about what your show's about, though. Tell us what you're doing, like with
Well, what we do is we try to reach out to people and basically tell them what Wall Street doesn't want them to know. For example, the 401ks. Everybody has 401ks, and it's just, again, the 401k was set up as for retirement, and that's not true. That's a scam. The 401k was never set up for retirement. 401k was a tax law where I'm going back to the 60s and 70s, where the CEOs of companies could shelter a lot of their income, and that's how the 401k started. But when the companies started to outsource, and they started to take their companies and move out to overseas, and got rid of the pensions, which was the biggest disaster in this country, because we have a retirement crisis right now because of the pensions are gone. They put them in these terrible 401ks. All they did is take a tax plan, then they take a mutual fund, and they stick it inside this tax plan and call it a 401k mutual fund retirement. It's not a retirement fund, because the fees are incredible. The fees kill you, and all they really do is just really strip you. The fees in trading, like anything else in business, the fees are very important. And but they do $250 billion a month that they rip off from 401k people. They don't even see those fees. They hide the fees at what they call the net asset value of the 401k. So if you went to your broker and say, can I really see what my fees are? Your broker can't even find them. So at the end of the day, you're about half. You're going to get about half of your money when you retire if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And it's just a terrible thing. So we said, look, you got an alternative. You don't have to. If you're going to retire, you got to turn to the 401k. You can manage your own money. And I'm not saying sit down at night and go through financial statements and all that stuff with companies. What we do is we designed a program and a chart with algorithms that shows where the money is going. So if money's going into Apple, it's the same institutions that buy Apple, the insurance companies, the pension companies, the hedge funds, the REITs. They all buy at the same time. They're like cattle, and they all go together. So we figured out some algorithms and a chart that would identify the flow of money, where this money is going, what sector. There's like 11 sectors in the market, and we could see where it goes. And so it worked out beautifully, and we could tell people with buy and sell signals that when to buy and when to sell with a simple color-coded chart.
Wow, that's cool.
And we tell them just stay with 5 stocks all year, the same 5. Don't change your stocks. You don't have to have all these stocks. All this stuff about this great company, what they're doing, it's all crap.
Right.
Okay. So you better buy this company today because they're opening up, something in China. That's nonsense. The market is simply money flow. Follow the money, and that's what we do. And it became very successful because it was simple for people to make money.
Yeah, well, we're always looking to make money, man. Everybody's looking to make money, and listen, I can't wait to have your show on the air. I can't wait to listen to you. And I need to make some money, Phil. Help me make money. I need some quan, man. I need some quan, baby. Show me the quan, right? Isn't that it? Listen,
it's just retirement is a real big crisis in this country. When you're young, you don't think about it.
Right.
But when you're about 10 years, when you're 10, 15 years away, and all of a sudden you're short about $500,000 that you need, it gets scary.
Yeah, well, I'm at least that much short. All right. But why do you think I got your show on the air? I figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, what we do to get guys like you to catch up, we have a special kit for $10.95. It's a mask and a gun.
Okay. I don't know if I don't want to do that, but I'll figure out a different way. Hey, listen, it's Phil Grande. Look forward to having your show on KCAA. Congratulations. And we got to congratulate ourselves here at KCAA for having your show on the air. It's Phil's Gang. It's happening starting Monday, April 23rd. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., Monday through Friday. Phil, thank you so much. God bless. And listen, if you need anything from me, I'm here. All right, and I don't charge it.
I really, I really appreciate it, and I just want everybody to remember St. Jude's. It's such an important.
Yes.
It's just so important, St. Jude's. So thank you again, and we're going to have some fun, and I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, man. You're right. St. Jude's Children's Hospital, research hospital. It's a very important thing, and like I said, you can't do enough for kids out there and for other people too. We need to come together and help everybody out. Instead of being a division, we need unity.
It changes your life, I'll tell you that.
Amen, man. Amen. God bless you, man. And we'll talk. I'll listen to you Monday. Okay.
Okay, great.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. That's Phil Grande. He starts his show this Monday. I'm looking forward to it. Felicia, we all need to make money, don't we? I mean, right?
Yeah, that is part of this whole thing.
It's part of this whole deal, right? I mean, we can't get away from it. We need the money. We need the quan. I need the quan, man.
What's the quan? What is this?
Remember the movie with Tom Cruise? He was the agent and all that, and he says, and he was a sports agent, and Cuba Gooding was a receiver.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the movie.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah. Okay.
Jerry, show me the quan. Show me the quan. I mean, I guess I was like, what the hell's quan? But now I know what it is. It's dough. Show me the
do re mi.
Show me the pesos. All right. All right. Listen, Control Chaos. Gary Garver here with Felicia Parazader, and we'll talk a little bit more about spirituality right after this.
Personal responsibility is mandatory. Grown-ups shouldn't be able to get their feelings hurt with mere words. Elected officials should work for common people. Good morning, San Bernardino and the world. It's controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos.
I was up all night with Justin again. Kids with autism keep the craziest hours. I don't think I've had a full night's sleep since he was born.
Caring for a child with challenges like autism or Down syndrome can drain your resources.
Tom's already working 2 jobs trying to keep up with all the medical bills. It never ends. I wish I could help, but taking care of Justin is a full-time job.
You could be eligible for federal and state benefits that will pay you up to $4,000 a month.
What do I have to do to get that kind of help?
Contact Galt Advocacy. Their website is galtadvocacy.com. There's no upfront cost, and the consultation is free.
Let me write that down.
GALTadvocacy.com.
Thanks.
Galt Advocacy. When you take a stand, you won't stand alone.
And come join us at the free Galt Advocacy seminar, Special Needs ABCs, Advocacy, Benefits, and Conservatorship, Saturday, April 21st, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel in Ontario, California. Go to galtadvocacy.com for more information.
Are you having trouble getting a good night's sleep? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Do you snore so loud that you rattle the walls? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab will provide you with a personal sleep study to help you find out how to get a great night of rest. Snoring, weight gain, health issues, and stress are some of the contributing factors for lack of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab will do a complete study, including evaluating you with an overnight study of your sleep patterns. With locations in Glendora, Anaheim, Encino, and Los Angeles, South Pacific Sleep Lab can provide you with the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling 310-999-1887 to schedule an appointment today. That's 310-999-1887. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
Rock and Roll Fairies Promotions presents a rock and roll circus Thursday, April 19th at the Venue in Hollywood. This is not your average show. The Rock and Roll Circus features comedy, live acoustic bands, tarot card readings, and an earth medicine celebration honoring the cures and medicines of cannabis. The Rock Circus also has a Bohemian Farmers Market with vendors, raffles, and a countdown to 420 at midnight. Tickets are only $10, and with each ticket purchase, you receive 10 free raffle tickets. Tickets are available at eventbrite.com or at the door the night of the circus. Doors open at 7 p.m., with the Rock and Roll Circus beginning at 8 p.m. For more information, call 323-999-8802. That's 323-999-8802. Or shoot them an email at rockandrollfairies@gmail.com.
Hey, how you doing, Sydney? Can I ask a couple questions? Go ahead. Are you concerned about global warming?
I am.
Yeah. Are you doing anything to help the environment?
As much as I can.
Yeah. Do you have a message for Lindsay Lohan?
What an inappropriate question. I don't know anything about Lindsay Lohan.
What's your chess ranking?
Gary Garver, Jew of the... Oh, what can we say that's not going to piss him off? Never mind.
Who puts together these clocks, man? They're so derogatory towards me. Oh, it's me. I put them together. All right. It's controlled chaos. Hey, you got to laugh at yourself, right? If you can't laugh at yourself, you're going to laugh at everybody else on planet Earth. All right. It is controlled chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. I just want to thank Phil Grande. Look forward to having this show. Phil's Gang on starting Monday, April 23rd. It's going to be Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. right here on KCAA, and it's cool. It sounds like he's been around for a long time. Sounds like he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? So you should be listening to it. We're also here with the Reverend Felicia Perez-Zader. She does services. Right now it's every other week, but I can see in the future, foretell in the future, that'll probably be on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. And your message is really cool. By the way, I walked into the service, and it's very nice, and I love the church. It was very quiet and peaceful. And a young little girl, she was very cute, by the way. What was her name? I don't even know.
It's Azalee.
Azalee, yeah. And she brings me a clown nose, and I'm like, oh, here's your clown nose. And I'm like, what was that all about, Felicia?
Well, there was method to. I know. It's like, okay, this is.
My nose
strange.
is already a clown nose, man. That's what I said. I said, hey, I told the little girl. I said, I already have a clown nose.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard you. That's funny. No, there was definite method to my madness. A lot of times I'll call in these silly activities during a service, seemingly silly activities during a service. And for that one, as we were talking earlier, that was the whole theme was holy curiosity.
Right.
And I was talking about how do we cultivate this holy curiosity? And first of all, why is that important in our lives? Well, if we're in a dark night of the soul, how are we going to keep going? And one of the things after we might see a spark of hope is to actually become curious. Einstein said that, never lose a holy curiosity. Okay, well, that's fine and good, but what do we do? How do we do it?
Right.
And so I talked about, if you recall, I put you all in pairs.
Yeah.
And I talked about engaging with each other, and it was funny. Nobody wanted to stop. I couldn't get control of the room on that one.
In fact, I talked to a girl named Crystal, who's like a empath. Is that what they call them?
She's an empath. She's a big activist.
Right.
She does incredible work in the world.
Yeah. And she actually texted me a couple times, said she might be able to talk to my brother and all that. But my brother, I've already tried that with the empath, and I mean, God bless Crystal, but he already tried that, and he didn't fly with it. You know, I'd love to take him down to a service. I mean, I'm going to get him down there one day.
Yeah,
I definitely will.
I think it'd be very nourishing. I mean,
It
you know,
will be.
as
No,
fun-
he needs to be around people, and that will show him love.
Right.
And he needs that. And he's just so distraught that he won't even attempt it, because I try to get him down there, and he's like, no, I don't want to go.
This is a thing right now too. I mean, I think we're a lot of times, if someone is in that space, that dark night, that's okay. It's very hard for them to kind of get unstuck.
Yeah.
And so that, I guess, going back to the noses, the clown noses is, one of the things was connection. And then this other idea was just remembering joy.
Right.
So as silly as it seemed, and it seemed like, okay, well, this is light and fluffy, there was actual real method to my madness. Like I said, it was like, let us get back to a sense of of joy and remembering when we were kids, maybe before anything really bad happened.
Right. Yeah.
I think I said that in fact, and some of us have to go very far
and you
back.
you actually said, think about something that made you happy a long time ago, or even now. And I thought about my grandmother and picking 4-leaf clovers with her in the park with my brother. Which was very, very fun and cool. And I always look forward to going into the park and looking for 4-leaf clovers with her and Scotty. And so that's what I'm saying. I mean, the message is very, very, positive, and a lot of light there, a lot of light in the service. It was very cool, and everybody was really nice, and we held hands afterwards and stuff like that.
And we didn't sing Kumbaya. I mean, it sounds like it could get, kind of start leaning in it, but it's not. I mean, like I said, there is real gravitas to what, I mean, I've crafted these things and done this work for a really long time. And it's a fine line, because you do want to inspire people, like you used the word inspiration.
Right.
You want to inspire them, but I also want to teach too. And so that way people have something to chew on.
Right.
Otherwise it can be too, like I said, light and fluffy. And it's a real fine line, because you're trying to inspire and also try and really give people something to go home with and go, oh yeah.
You did. I mean, you did with me. I remember, I went home and I felt really good after the service. I felt really good. I mean, I felt like, wow, there was this light that came into my soul again. I mean, I always have the light, but sometimes I live in darkness a lot, because, I'm dealing with my brother who's, very, very distraught. But it was very moving, and I really enjoyed it. And you did, I did think about the Holy Curiosity and where my place is and stuff like that. So you did. You kept it cool. You kept it light, but you kept it real. So, I mean, you did a great job. And keep on preaching the word. I mean, keep on doing it. I really enjoyed it. And if you want to get it, you don't want to go down to the church and be bombarded, if you don't look to Jesus, you're not going to go to heaven and all that stuff. Or, if you're Jewish or whatever faith you are, if you want to just go to something that's sort of like for everyone, which I think, basically spiritualness is for everyone. It's not for just one denomination. Check out Reverend Felicia's services. They're every other Saturday right now. And if you want to get a hold of her, go ahead. Plug it, baby.
Plug away. FeliciaParazator.com. That's it.
All right. And also Facebook.
And also, there's a little link to Facebook, and connect with me, friend me, and we'll connect.
And here's your dad.
There's Pops.
He's playing Saturday in the park.
That's right.
That's right, because I guess Coachella.
There he is on sax.
There you go. Let's hear him. Is that him right there? All right, you guys have a great Thursday. All right. All right. I'll be back tomorrow, God willing. All right. Take care.
Such a long
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.